Spain and Argentina reached the 2026 World Cup final. On the way there, both of them faced the smallest country ever to play a World Cup. Neither could beat it in 90 minutes. Spain took 27 shots at them and scored 0. Argentina needed extra time, a record breaking Messi goal, and an own goal to survive them. This is a country of 500,000 people. And by the end of this video, you will know the trick that built this team. The almost 40-year-old keeper the whole world fell for. And exactly how close they came to the biggest upset in World Cup history. Welcome to Cape Verde. First, understand how alone this country is. Cape Verde sits 600 kilometers off the coast of West Africa, open Atlantic, no neighbors. And football at its core is a numbers game. More people means more players, more clubs, more chances of accidentally producing a genius. Brazil throws 200 million people at the problem and out pops Neymar. Argentina runs the same machine and out comes Messi. Portugal feeds the funnel and produces Cristiano Ronaldo, plus a backup Cristiano Ronaldo just in case. Now look at Cape Verde's funnel. This is not a funnel, this is a straw. And with that straw, they qualify through Africa, past Cameroon, a nation 50 times their size, with 8 World Cups on their shelf. So how? The answer isn't on the islands. It never was. Here is the fact that explains everything. More Cape Verdeans live off the islands than on them. For over a century, Cape Verdeans left to find work and life. Lisbon, Rotterdam, Paris, Boston. The ocean that isolates the islands also connects them to everywhere. And their grandchildren grew up playing football in European streets and European academies, inside the giant talent funnels of other countries. So a kid trained in Lisbon holds a choice no giant nation ever offers: play for the country where he learned the game, or the island in his blood. Cape Verde built an entire national team out of that choice. 11 players scattered across Europe, connected by an island some of them first saw on holiday. So no, Cape Verde doesn't have 500,000 people. It has millions. They just don't live there. Now the second door. The man who guards this team's goal is named Vozinha, and he is 39 years old. He is not a wonder kid. He spent 2 decades keeping goal while almost nobody outside the islands was watching. While Messi and Ronaldo collected trophies, Vozinha waited. The qualifying run was an expedition, flying off the islands across an ocean into someone else's climate. And they kept winning the games small teams were supposed to lose. They simply cannot outspend anyone, so they out-organize everyone. And it worked. Cape Verde qualified for the World Cup for the first time in history, the smallest country by size ever to make it. Which brings us to the summer of 2026 and the part nobody anywhere predicted. And then the World Cup. Their first ever World Cup match, Atlanta, against Spain, the champions of Europe. Spain took 27 shots that night. 27. Number of goals, 0. Vozinha, at 39, played the game of his life. Final score, Spain, 0. Cape Verde, 0. The smallest country at the tournament had just taken a point off the European champions. Next, Uruguay. Cape Verde went behind twice and came back both times, 2-2. Then Saudi Arabia, 0-0, with Vozinha saving the day again deep into stoppage time. 3 games, 3 draws, 0 defeats. And that was enough. Cape Verde advanced from the group. The first World Cup debutants to reach the knockouts in 16 years. Their reward? The round of 32, Miami, the defending world champions, Lionel Messi. Just how close did they come? July 3rd, 2026, Messi scores first, because of course he does. His 20th World Cup goal, extending his own all-time record. And then Cape Verde, 500,000 people, remember, equalized 1-1 against the world champions in the knockouts. 90 minutes came and went, still level. Remember the opening line of this video. Neither finalist beat Cape Verde in 90 minutes. Spain couldn't. Now Argentina couldn't either. Extra time. Argentina scored. And Cape Verde equalized again. 2-2. A screamer from Lopes Cabral. The World Cup was 30 minutes from its greatest upset ever. It ended with the cruelest goal in football, an own goal. In the 111th minute, 3-2, the fairy tale lost to a deflection. So here is Cape Verde's complete World Cup record. 4 games, 0 defeats in 90 minutes, eliminated by extra time by the champions by a bounce. And 2 weeks later, the two teams that couldn't beat them meet each other in the World Cup final. So what does the smallest dot teach us? They turn a scattered diaspora, 10 volcanic islands, and a patient goalkeeper into the team that neither finalist could break. That is not luck. That is geography organized. So when a World Cup gives you a name you don't recognize, look closer. The smallest dot on a map is sometimes exactly where the story is. This was Rod's pitch. The beautiful game explained one drawing and one suspicious arrow at a time. Tell me in the comments which underdog I should draw next.